Very chilly morning. Welcome back to you all. We perhaps saw about the graphs and it was about run rate, fluctuation of the run rate. I think you can see that, right? So that is the run rate fluctuated through the match. There was a low beginning and it rose sharply. And I told you there was some mistake in the graph, but still it is very close to correctness. So here is the next task too. Is a is a pie chart depicting the percentage of people watching the various categories of TV channels in Chennai. Read the pie chart and answer the question. Okay, what is meant by a pie chart? Pi actually, is snow. It represents a value like this. Okay, right? And pi is having a value of 22 by 7. That if you multiply, it goes several digits after the decimal place, but it has got its own values 3.141 something like this. Okay, actually the pi represents, it is a, if you draw a circle, so I'm going to draw a circle and tell you, let you know what actually the pi is. You draw a circle like this and have a center point, and the center point you just know, if you draw a line, you call it as R. Okay, so if you take this R, this particular value R, take this value R and put it across the circle. This is the circumference. You get a put it across the circle. You are going to get something like this. This R, if you stretch it across the circle, you get one R like this. Okay. Now you put another R like this. Another R across the circumference. Across the circumference. I'm not going to. Okay. So this is the second R there that you put. And then if you put the third R, this same value should be the same. Third R like this, it ends up to this third R. Okay. The rest of the portion that you don't cover lies like this, and if you just divide them, it comes to about 0.1430 something like that. Okay, so 3.1412. This the 3 means this is the first R, this is the second R, this is the third R. All comes there. This particular portion remains there. So taking the radius, you are able to cover only 3.141 thing, 3.141. That is why it is called as the pi. So any chart that comes in the circle will be of the order of the pie chart. So that is how you call this entire circle as the pie chart there. Okay, here coming back, the people who watch channel, they get this is called as the entertainment is about 51.25%. This we call it as a soap. What is meant by a soap? If you apply soap, it just is slippery, and as long as you keep rubbing, it is always slippery. So a soap opera, sometimes we call it as the soap opera, is it's some kind of entertainment that doesn't actually give you the exact objective. So, for example, you know very well about the serials. What is happening there in the serial? A person comes and goes. It takes up the entire session of 1 hour and or half an hour and include that. Okay. So how do you do that? You always classify these in terms of the 100. Okay, and then divide them. The of course nowadays the computers can do this task for you of drawing the computer these pie charts. And then what you do is you, according to 100, if 50% watch the soap opera, then you can just draw a straight line across the circle here, straight line across the circle. Then you call it as this will be your 50% of that. Okay. Then you can choose different colors or draw just the lines, so that comes to about current affairs is 6.67. Science very low. People do not watch science. The sports is 6.24. The news, all news is just a rubbish. They just want sensation, and that's all. You can see how this pandemic news was over exaggerated, and they just installed the fear in the people. It didn't actually work out. It was there, but it shouldn't have been the way in which it was dealt. Okay, so then comes the next part. You can see there the agriculture, health, education, devotional, spiritual, religion, and then art and culture, government schemes, information. So 3.02 information and news both are same, but the news is actually a political one. Okay. So now the question is, which category of the channel has the least viewership? So you have to look into the figures. I think probably it is science. People do not take up science because they think it is difficult. But without science, no life is possible. No comfortable life is possible nowadays. That is what I would say. Discovery Culture is a new channel that deals with art, culture, and heritage of different places in the world. What percentage of viewership does this category belongs to have? Then you can go for the art culture. Where is it? You can come from there. You live about this environment. Youth is there. Art and culture is there. This one 11.02%. And then what is he asking is that art, culture, and heritage in different places. So that is the only thing there. And you can add up some information also there, because if it gives information, you can just put it 3.02 and put overall as 14.04%. Give your answer there. So it may, this doesn't require any text there. You just have to write something which the picture gives. Siripoli is a Tamil comedy channel, belongs to a category that has percentage of viewers, is giving you about what is a Siripoli is about entertainment only, I think. It doesn't tell you about uh, laughter, comedy, nothing like that. Okay, so Siripoli is exclusively the entertainment, so it comes to about 51.25% of viewership there. I just, because if there is a separate channel that is connected to laughter or comedy or humor, there is no such mention in the graph, no such mention in the graph. Therefore, I'm just taking it as entertainment only, completely, because it is an entertainment only. Okay, the next thing is Ramya's grandmother finds it difficult these days to make a trip to Velangani. Velangani is a religious place. Okay, so you just have to earmark that as a religious place near Chidambaram. So she near Nagore or Nagapatnam. So she prefers to watch the mass. Being mass is the people's movement. Okay, people's movement being telecast live on TV. Which category of channel will she watch? What is the viewership percentage of that category? So if you look back at that, you can see that it is uh, devotional and spiritual to about 2.17%, only very less. But actually, more than that, there will be something great value. So you can just see that, say that it is 2.17% only. Okay. So of course, you can take the same pie chart. Pie chart represents something like it's just a different. It's also a graph, but some people like it, and sometimes it's very impressive. And if you have some values greater than 10 or 20 parameters, then pie chart won't help, because you cannot keep on dividing the circle. It has a minimum area. The circle has minimum area. A circle has minimum area for a given parameter. That means you cannot go on cutting like that. You cannot go on extending. But if you have a graph like this, you can go on extending like this. So you can keep on extending, put some charts there. Okay, you can keep on extending. So when you find certain limitations, you can switch over to the next type of the graph. So you can see that the next graph is about average rainfall and temperature of a city through a year and answer the questions that follow. So here is the 12 months that are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those things are there. You can see that already you make a conclusion that August has received a heavier rainfall there, and rainfall is given in the units. So unit is, you have to look into the unit there. If you forget putting unit, then graph has no value at all. This doesn't require any unit. This is description section. Here is unit is in millimeters of rainfall, and you can always get the news about the rainfall there. And there is a third dimension. This is the first dimension there, and this is the second dimension there, and there is a third dimension also there. So it represents the average temperature every month. So the temperature is about 0 to 30 degrees, and it keeps on rising like that. Okay, so that temperature is being put in a different graph. Here you can see that. So this is a different graph. Okay, so here it goes. It rises there in the month of. I think you can see that the month of uh, between March and April, you see a rise in temperature. Then the temperature is going down. The temperature is going down like this. Okay, so it goes like down, like down, like down. Then it reaches a steady, a sharp drop is there from there in the month of October. Then it reaches a minimum around December. Okay, so this is the temperature. And if you look at this, the questions that are given there, uh, you have to find out. You have to find out this if there is a possibility that you can take up this for temperature. You can take up this for rainfall. It's a question mark there, and this as a temperature. You can have both these things, but thing is, if this is given in yellow color and this line is also drawn in yellow color like this, okay, you choose the colors there. So colors will help. Then this is exactly the temperature, and this curve is belonging to the temperature. And if this is given yellow, that means this becomes temperature. So temperature is uh, close to 0 here, and or you can just take it both the ways. So the graph should be in the colored format. So let us look what the question is. It which month has recorded the highest temperature? Which month has recorded the highest temperature? So temperature highest is 30 degree. So it is around the month of March and April. March, April. So in between those things here, you can see this. This is the highest temperature there. Or in the month of April, that is, it is there. The month of April. Which month has highest amount of rainfall? So here, this one. Okay, it's August. So you just have to put August as highest rainfall. The peak monsoon for this city is from, peak monsoon means it is the rainy season there. So you just have to write from July to uh, September. July to September. July, August, September, like that. So you are going to write something like essay for that. How you write in the text, in the month of January there is no rainfall at all because the value is 0, and the next February there is about to a small increase in the rain. In the March there is also some rain. In the April there is some rain which is about 25 millimeters, and then in the month of May, like that you can just keep on writing the text, but instead of text you can just depict all those things in this beautiful graph about this temperature and this climate. The driest month of the year is January. January is also dry. It doesn't talk about cold. January is dry. February is dry. Okay, April is not dry. Okay, March is dry, and then December is also dry. What is the range of the average temperature? Average temperature is asking about the range. So range means you have to just tell that it is about average temperature means you just have to take down this temperature is 15 degree is the minimum there, right? 15 degrees is the minimum. Highest one is this one, 15 degrees, and this is 25. Okay, you just add them, you get 40, and then divide this by 2, you'll get 20 degrees. So 20 is the average temperature throughout the year, but he is asking the range there. Okay, so range means 20 degree you have to look. The answer is 20. So where is the 20 located? The 20 is about this one. So 20 is just found in the month of September, in the month of August, not in August, it gets higher there. Sorry, so you can see that there is this flat positions there. So all these months, okay, May, June, July, August, September, May, June, July, August, September, all have this flat curve there. So up to the month of October there is flatness, then it decreases. Okay, so these 5 months, that is the May, June, July, August, September, have got an average temperature of about 20 degrees. That is how you have to depict the things in the graph. Okay, then you have to write them in the description section about what is happening to the temperature, whatever. Is the temperature the same all around? If it is different, how many seasons does the location experience? No, the answer is no. It's not the same. It's not the same all around. It is different. Yes, it is different. Yes, it is different. How many seasons does the location experience? How does this is the entire map of the location? How many seasons are there? That is asking. Location experience means what is the change in temperature? So like that it is asking. Just wait for the graph to normalize because it says something which often disturbs me. So you can see that the temperature difference is about 3. So through January, February and March there is a steep increase in the temperature there, and then there is this plateau, and then there is a fall in temperature, and then you have got this lower temperature there. So you can rise. There are about 4 seasons. Actually we don't have that much sharp things, but here the graph says so you get 4 seasons change in temperature. Which months are warmest and which are the coldest? Warm is from starts from March to October or something like that, and then coldest is from January. Same thing, you can just have a look at the map here, the lower thing is there. Which months do you think the city will be most uncomfortable to live and why? You have to just tell answer this. It is only in the summer, extreme summer and extreme winter. Both are difficult to live. You just see where highest temperature in the graph is there. Okay, lowest temperature in the graph is there. So these two are the months where the which months? So these two are the months which are uncomfortable to live. With the rainfall and temperature information, briefly describe the climate of the city between May and August. How will you describe the May and August there? Where is May? I think probably I can just take up this May here and August here. These 2 months are there. August has a high rainfall. Okay, look at the temperature there. It has got a steady temperature there since something about 22 degrees C is there. So it's just a pleasant temperature there. In the month of May, the rainfall is low. May, low rainfall. May, low rainfall. What is the temperature there? Temperature should have been higher. May it is very close to higher. So something like 24 degrees C. So I think it is not belonging to India. Because in the month of May we have got 28 to 35 degrees centigrade in the month of India, in a tropical region like that. But he is asking this according to the graph, these 2 months have this temperature and that much amount of rainfall. Okay, so you have to write it about May, and this is most summer without rain, and August has got highest rainfall. That is your answer. So take up next time, take up some graph and try interpreting the graph and write some values. If you have any difficulty in interpreting the graph, please contact me, send me a mail as a text. I will just do it for you. Just please do some exercise with regard to the graphs, this actually will give you how to write text. You can keep in mind about the grammatical things like the past tense, present, past continuous, and so many other things which you have been studying in the classes. And based on that, you can write the text. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.